Please wait 1 second, folks, as we gently invade your crystal ball. Hi-ho, all you enterprising seekers of knowledge out there. So sorry to intrude on your regularly scheduled ScribeTube programming, but here's a deal you won't want to miss. Name's Shinsulki, humbly serving you with the key to eternal life. That got your attention? My new book, The Black Market Guide to Immortality, is a definitive manual documenting all the forms of eternal life out there and how to achieve them. Oh, wondering if it's legit? Well, if it wasn't legit, why is it banned by every government in the Eastern region, But us casters, we let our magic do the talking, don't we? So, present it for your approval. Legend lore. The Black Market Guide to Immortality is Nine Heavens Press's new 5E and Pathfinder 2E sourcebook. Filled with world building expanding on the setting of our first crowdfunded book, Undying Corruption. It breaks down immortality, the pinnacle of magical pursuit, into tiers of increasing difficulty and rewards. We also introduced new races, a new subclass for each class, new magic items and spells, and a full bestiary of creatures, all inspired by East Asian religions and mythologies. It's everything and anything you need to overcome and conquer death. If you want more, just follow our ScribeTube transmission to your local underground retailer and ask for my book. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Hope those hero types didn't make it any further into your lair. Toodles.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Undying Corruption. This is episode 8 of our Korean folklore and mythology campaign, sponsored by Nine Heavens Press. Thank you so much to our sponsor for making this series possible. We are featuring giveaways during this live stream and also on social media. Head on over to Blue Sky to see how you can participate there. But here, all you gotta do is !enter, and we will draw a winner at the end of the stream. Also, be sure to check out Black Market Guide to Immortality. You can find the QR code above my head here, and you can also use BMG in the chat for more information about that. They're featuring 5 new species and ancestries based on mythologies and folktales from China, Japan, and Korea. There are going to be 13 new subclasses, over 50 monsters, and so much more. Before we get into our session for today, I would love to reintroduce everyone at the table. So please tell me who you are, where we can find you, and a little bit about who you're playing. And we'll start with Faria.
Hi everyone, I'm Fariha. I'm a full-time content creator and actor, and my stuff is all centered around the joy in learning and also just the innate humor in being alive and being so human. But I'm playing Tashi. She is a tiefling rogue, and she's got a dark past. She's trying to heal from it and be better and find herself in better company, find more safety in her own hands, and steadiness to her blade. I'm so excited to see how we start to ramp things up more towards the climax of this whole arc, this whole series.
Thank you very much. And you can find the links there in chat. Please follow all these lovely people. We'll pop on over to Brandon.
Hello, everyone. Happy Saturday. My name is Brandon R. Kim. You can find me at that name anywhere on your phone, maybe. I make just TTRPG content, been doing actual plays for a little bit. Yeah, super excited to finish this little arc we got going here in Undying Corruption. I'm playing Kyungbo, a Jongsung tactician, a brand new race and a brand new class that Undying Corruption brings to the table. Kyungbo has gone through a little bit of stuff, an enormous explosion, and it's been infecting him in a few ways, and I'm excited to get into that as we continue this story in the mines.
Thank you very much. Yes, today's episode will have a lot to do about Kyungbo, and I'm very excited about that. We'll pop on over to Kay.
What's up, gamers? I'm Kay. You can find me at Replay K on Twitch and Blue Sky, and I think Replay_K on Twitter. I like to play a variety of games and yap about movies. I am just as excited, if not a little bit more, to continue our Undying Corruption journey. I'm curious to see what is hidden, tucked away in these mines. I will be playing Kengbu, the dwarf warlock, a culinarian, and it's been really fun to explore the new subclass that you can find in Undying Corruption. Yeah, the campaign has been super fun. Looking forward to what's to come.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And last but definitely not least, Technique. Please tell us all about you.
Hello, my name is Franco Technique. I'm a voice actor and I do content here on Twitch. I've been doing it for 12 years now. I'm playing a male Gumiho, who is very mysterious. He's a beast, and I get to see some bestial stuff come out. I'm also playing a class that is unique to the campaign called a Bard. Well, I'm Bard of the College of Ink. To have a little ink pink that I can summon. It's pretty OP, I feel. But it's been fun. It's been really, really fun. And it's a pleasure to be here. You can find me twitch.tv/technique or Blue Sky's Technique, and on Twitter is Technique TV. All the other socials, you can just click on my link tree in my profile in Blue Sky, and it has all that stuff. Thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you very much. As a
Yes.
reminder to where we left off last time, I will bring everyone over to the map. Over here to the mines. We have made our way past a pretty much slam dunk of a game of Yunori. I feel like they didn't have a chance against the group of you. After succeeding in this traditional game that is typically played around New Year's, you were able to gain some favor with the miners here, who have been in sort of a stalemate, left without any work, and they're just idling outside of the mines. Figuring out your way through, you have begun an investigation. You found a strange book, something with a series of numbers that made absolutely no sense, with a very interesting cover, as well as a bag that just has a void inside of it. What will come of that? We haven't investigated quite yet. Perhaps we will. We'll see. As we decided to make our way further into the mines, we see that Suho begins to move southward here from where there is a break. And it is there that Suho, you set your eyes on something perhaps that you did not expect. A person is trapped behind a set of bars, clearly a prisoner of some kind. As you look down into the darkness here, dim and only illuminated by a single dying lantern, is a tiefling. They wear the clothes of someone who clearly works the mines, but they have no food, nothing to give them any sense of comfort. You see just their two hands grabbing the bars as they look out to you, pleading, "Please, help." What do we see when we look at Suho's face?
Oh, a caged rabbit. Helpless. There's no one else around me, and I will stalk towards it. How'd you end up in there?
You see that the tiefling begins to lift up. There are shackles that clink audibly hanging from their wrists. And he says, those shamans, those masked people, I don't know where they came from, but they put me in here.
I will continue to move forward slowly, and ask, "Are you hurt?"
I only have a few scrapes and bruises. I have a question. Does Suho also have a mask?
No.
Okay. The person reaches between the bars and is trying to extend a hand out towards you.
Oh boy. I'll shoot up to the bars like super quick, like in one motion, and grab the hand of the prisoner.
Okay. As you grab the hand, you feel their thin, trembling fingers. You can tell that this person is probably on the verge of becoming sick as
Yeah.
they desperately cling to your hand, trying to pull you close to them.
I'll
Please.
draw back and smell the air. If I smell the sickness, my thoughts are triggered to kind of be more defensive, and I'll listen to what they have to say.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me either a nature check or a medicine check.
Let's see here. Nature and medicine. Okay, let's do medicine. Come
Okay.
on, baby. 16.
16. Okay, very good. As you sniff the air, you have the senses of a predator. You're able to scent it perhaps to a level that is much more intricate than the average person. They are unwell. That much is clear. If you were going to eat this person, you feel like that this would have been a terrible idea. Just throwing it out there, just in case.
Yeah. I snatched my hands back like, yeah.
Wait, please, don't go. Please, please. I don't know when they're
Stay
going to come
here.
back.
Don't go anywhere, I'll say. I think I have someone that may be able to help you. Ugh.
Where are you
And
going?
I'll scurry away.
As you're
and I'll-
retreating, they continue to cry out towards you. You just
I'll
hear
turn.
the
I'll
distant
turn.
echo.
Sorry. I'll turn if they're screaming. I'll say, be quiet. If you want to get out of here. Alive, that is.
You see them drop to their knees and they're just staring out at you, desperate, but they do become quiet.
And then I'll disgustingly walk away. Scurry away and look around. And I'll run into, I guess, Youngbo is the first person I'll see. I'll
Yeah,
say,
I think Kyungbo's like kind of on top of their dragon, clay dragon mount, Jop, and is kind of like peering in. And as you turn the corner, goes, everything okay, Suho?
Where's Tashi?
She went, points across the way to where Tashi ran off to at the end of the last episode. She went that way to see what's through that tunnel. What was happening?
There's, I don't say this in a very malicious way. There's one of her kind locked behind the cage, sick. Disgusting. Disgustingly sick. Could you do me a favor and grab her?
Yeah. Kyungbo on top of Jop will start moving up towards where Tashi left through. And I think as Kyungbo is moving that way, Kyungbo kind of gives eyes to Gangbu, like, we need to make sure that Suho doesn't do anything crazy.
Can
Kangoo
you
will-
let me
oh, sorry.
get a let's get either a stealth or performance check from Kyungbo. Let's see if Park Yejun notices this.
Oh, or performance. All right, let's do performance here. Ooh, that's 15.
Okay. Okay. You see, as you're looking over to Kangbu and making the eyes, that Park Yejun has taken a moment and is just like picking at their nails, just distracted, doesn't notice.
Yeah, and then I think Kyungbo just continues moving towards to get Tashi.
Okay. Kangbu, you notice this look from Kyungbo.
Yeah, Kangbu will wordlessly make his way towards Suho.
Okay. You see Park Ye-jun kind of shambles after, but is mostly distracted. As this is happening, Tashi, we come up to you. You have come up to what appears to be a fork between two paths. Let me reveal this to you real quick. Reveal area. Yeah. Okay. You can see that the path forks again to your right. To the north, you see that it ends into essentially a dead end. What does Tashi look like as she's investigating on her own?
I am pressed gently so as to not disturb the crumbly dirt walls against the walls of this cavern. And my face is schooled into a placid neutrality, breathing coming in a steady rhythm. Calm, collected, trying to listen out for any hints of activity, trying to watch for any motion in the shadows, and in every essence, locked in.
Can I get a perception check from you, please?
That's a 19.
Okay. You hear the sound of something moving deeper into the caves, but it sounds very, very far away, and it is extremely difficult to hear because you are quite aware of Chop Chop's ceramic plates clinking against each other, the clay rubbing and clacking as inevitably Kyungbo and Chop Chop round the corner.
Her eyes widen, her neck stiffs even more.
Chop. Huh. Quiet. Tashi's doing her thing. Tashi.
Yes?
Uh,
Yes.
Suho, is looking for you. Apparently, he found a tiefling, I think, who's really sick, and I think he wanted your help. Are you busy?
Tashi's doing anything to not look at Chop Chop and Kyungbo. Sure, I'll be right there. And she makes her way over and past you, leaving a wide berth. Again, not making eye contact, just moving swiftly.
Youngbo lets Tashi go and just gives a little scratch underneath Chop Chop's chin and follows behind a few paces.
Okay. As you begin to regroup with the others, Suho, you see that Kingbu comes up to you first.
I'm leaning against the wall, and on under arm, just staring towards. I have dark vision, and I'm just staring towards a cage. And I'll slightly turn an eye, and just move to the side so Tashi can go through.
As everyone congregates, you see Park Ye-jun goes, Oh, did we find something? And, for no reason at all, in case you forgot what this person looks like.
Oh, dang. Oh, yeah. That's his hair's so long. He's leaning back so far.
Park Ye-jun is in case anyone needs a reminder, is the inspector that was assigned to you from the royal officials.
I thought you were gonna say hot, in case everyone forgot. He is hot.
A hot inspector.
Very nice to look at, yes. But we'll essentially begin to file in with you. Tashi, you are the one that is up front the most. And you see this pitiful person on their knees, quite dirty, quite unwell, and they look to you with pleading eyes. As they notice that you two are a tiefling, there is an apprehension, a fear. Is this the
How
first
long-
tiefling that you've ever met?
I was gonna ask you that. How long has it been since I've seen a tiefling?
That's completely up to you. If you want to leave it to a roll, you can roll a history check.
I think story-wise, it would make sense if the last time I saw tieflings was when I traveled on the road back when I had a different job.
Yeah,
It's been a while.
it's been a while. There is almost an unspoken conversation that happens in the flash of a moment as you lock eyes with this person. They don't need to say anything. You don't need to know anything about this person. Just because they are who they are and you are who you are, the two of you know what you've been through. You've died. You've come back. However you found your way out, you came out of the underworld. You're not supposed to be here. But you made it work. You survived.
Before I say anything to them, what do I notice about the cage or the mechanism keeping them locked?
Yes. You see that this cage is quite rudimentary. There is a padlock. It doesn't seem very complicated to open. A single iron key. Perhaps even if you wanted to, Kyungbo could bust it open. Well, maybe Kyungbo could before.
Do you have a safe place to go if I get you out of here?
Far away from here, that's for certain. Look, please let me out. If you let me out, I'm willing to testify. I've seen things while I was here. They came to inspect the livestock, if that's what you want to call them. They're creating a monster down here.
Shit. Do I notice any injuries on their body?
You can see some bumps and scratches. Quite evidently, they were probably in a physical tumble, and it's led them in here. But nothing major.
Do they look hungry?
Yes.
I pull out some rations and I pass it through the bars as I begin to wordlessly work on the lock.
They take it with both hands, reverently, respectfully, and you can tell that it takes every fiber of their being to not just rip it from your fingers and tear into it. They're trying to maintain some kind of dignity here. And as they begin to ravenously consume this ration, go ahead and roll me your thieves' tools. That's a natural 20.
Oh, all right.
Nice.
27. Oh my god.
Hey.
Okay, tell me what this looks like.
I think it's like a flash of the light. Quick, as soon as the tools enter the lock. It's just a flick of the wrist and it's done, fallen loose. Almost cruel how quickly it was undone, the thing that was causing this person so much pain. I'm sorry it took this long. You're okay now. You're okay now. You're
You've
okay now.
done this so quickly. They're still eating, and they stop. You see crumbs falling from their lips as they look down at the padlock, smushed into the dirt now. They sort of scramble up, abandoning the food, and it falls to the floor as they try to push out. This place is dangerous.
Who put you in here?
I don't know who they are, but they are masked shamans of some kind. I've seen things further into the mines. There's something that they've created that shouldn't be alive. They've made it indestructible to metal weaponry. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before. Someone needs to know.
We'll make sure people know about this.
It is about here that Park Ye-jun, hearing bits and pieces of this conversation, delicately tries to squeeze past Kengbu. Excuse me, sorry. Pardon me. Oh. And he bows to Suho, kind of wiggling through. No, excuse me. Yes. He crosses his arms over his chest, and there is a seriousness that does touch his face as he's regarding both you, Tashi, and this individual. Can you tell us your name? Yes, of course. My name is Minjun, Yang Minjun. I'm a miner. I've been working these mines for the better part of 10 years now. Are you with the government? Yes, I'm simply an inspector, but... What's going on here? This, and he sort of gestures to the cage, this is not up to code. This shouldn't be here. Cells are not part of what is permitted in this area. You see, he desperately grabs at you, Tashi, just grabs your arm out of fear. I don't know who you are or why you're here, but you need to take out that creature. So many people are going to die if it's not taken care of.
Further down in the mines, you mean?
Yes.
I look over at Park Ye-jun. This isn't normal for you? This is out of the ordinary, right?
Absolutely. This is preposterous. This is foul,
Kengbu,
wicked.
Kengbu, you know your way well around a map, yes?
Yes.
Do you think you could draw something up to lead this person back to the town we just left?
Of course. He takes a few moments to scribble a rough map with a path and hands it over to Yang Minjun.
Go ahead and roll me a survival check. You will be able to draw this no problem, but we'll see just exactly how well you could remember or perhaps even conjure a shortcut or a safe route through the wilderness.
Dirty 20.
Yes, excellent.
Hey.
You remember the exact path you took, and it is a path of least resistance. You see Yang Minjun takes it with both hands. He looks up. Thank you. Thank you. I will wait for you there. Oh. And you see that he has a few words off to the side with Park Ye-jun. He essentially helps identify who you are and who he should seek out. He begins to give a seal onto the map you've drawn here and scribbles a note saying that he should speak to Lady Lee. He looks up at the group of you and says, I think that I should perhaps continue to join you with the investigation of the mines. I think it would be best if I could get my own eyes on whatever this creature is. But if you'd like, I can also go with this individual.
I think it would be wise to perhaps learn of what we may face ahead.
All right, then I will stay with you. If this creature is as dangerous as this person says to be, perhaps it would be good to have as many helpful hands.
I mean, unless this cage is enough for your inspector business, it may be good to get a full report of what's happening. Just seems like a cage is maybe the least of the government's worries.
I have to agree with you. He seems to release his grip on you, Tashi, and he says, Fire. They were trying to test it against fire. I believe the reason they kept me was because they were trying to splice my innate resistance to fire, our innate resistance, into this thing. I don't know if they were successful or not.
What dare they? Did they manage to do any testing with you? To get their hands on you like that?
No, not yet. I'm fine. And you can see that he pats himself down. Again, he only has a few cuts and bruises. But the others were not
I'll
so
make sure
lucky.
they don't.
And unless anyone else has any questions, he's going to get out of there as quickly as he can.
Still, I think Kyungbo has been hanging back, so has been listening on top of Jop Jop. I think that as this individual Minjun leaves, I think Kyungbo just wants to do an inside check on them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Please go ahead and roll.
Natural 20.
Hell yeah. Okay. You can sense that this person is genuinely afraid. They look genuinely unwell. And they are terrified to the bone. They are constantly looking around. Their mannerisms betray exactly what they're thinking. They keep looking around whenever there's even like a pebble falling in the distance. They're jittery, unsure. And as soon as the sentiment of them leaving comes up, he looks ready to go. As he comes up to you, and essentially you and Chop Chop are all that's in the way from him leaving, he looks to you with pleading eyes. His hands are tight on this hand-drawn map. Please, let me go.
Yeah, I think they're already stepping back, and I think as they are, they just look at them and go, please don't tell anybody about what's happening. This is official business, and it may be bigger than we even expect.
Yes, I'll try.
Have a wonderful day.
He runs away with tears in his eyes.
Oh. And as the sobbing sort of slowly gets quieter through the echoes of the cave, Kyungbo will just kind of say into the little hallway there, go, so, onward?
I have many unanswered questions. I feel that forward is the only way to get them.
Well, onward we go. And I think Kyungbo and Jap will turn and continue down this minecart path into the what we understand to be some sort of water.
Yes. Okay. So as the group begins to look in the direction of further into the mines, you see that there is essentially a suspension of earth that has a track on it. On either side of this railway, there is a large aquifer. Stalactites hang over the ceiling, and there are hundreds of bats that essentially pepper the ceiling here between the stone. You see that the cart is something that you could potentially push if you want, or you can just walk on the path. Either way, you'll have to walk on the rail or proceed on the rail.
I think Kyungbo, not wanting to get off of Jap at the moment, will pick a loose clay scale from Jap's large gray clay body and just toss it at those bats. And toss it at the bats and then let the pebble or the scale of Jap land in the water.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me sleight of hand or athletics.
Okay. Ooh.
It is pretty far
Doing
up.
athletics. Okay. Athletics here. Ooh, okay. A 13 plus 6 is a 19.
Okay. You huck this piece of clay, and you all hear a tuck, 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 tuck as it clangs and clinks around. It disturbs the bats, and they begin to rush out in the direction of the exit of the cave.
Like pinball. Looks back at everyone, seeing if there's any laughs.
You see that Park Yejun is like, oh, my hair! And he essentially ducks down and he tries to maintain his perfect coifs.
Can we roll to see if one of the bats poops on him?
Sure. Yeah. Why
Please,
not?
thank you.
He dodges it.
Oh, shit.
He's actually like surprisingly nimble. It's actually noteworthy how dexterous he is.
Oh. That was a close one, huh?
Yes. He sort of prides himself in his cleanliness, brushes himself off.
Yeah, I think Kyungbo will look at the rest of the group, and go, well, I know Chop and I are pretty heavy, but, we also are pretty good in the water. I think we can go first if that's all right with everyone.
Go ahead.
Okay. I think on top of Chop, Kyungbo is going to get a little bit closer to the edge, and I think just kind of peer into the water and look at this like land bridge just to see if he thinks like it can hold their weight, and just I guess maybe check to see if there's any obvious chances for them to fall in the water.
Okay. If you're not rushing, it seems pretty stable.
Okay.
Just seeing the size of the minecart, it's easy to surmise that it's meant to carry like tons of silver, tons of rocks. So moving heavy weights is just part of like what this is built to do.
Okay. Yeah. So I
It's very
think they're gonna. I think they're gonna start to cross, and then.
Just
Um.
wait.
Hmm?
Just be careful, all right?
Oh. Yeah. You hear that, Chop Chop? We have to be careful this time. Um. We. Yes, of course. And Kyungbo is gonna begin moving on Chop Chop, like almost like unnaturally slow, with the words of Tashi ringing in their head. Like Chop Chop is kind of waddling out, but extremely slowly. And yeah, they're just gonna keep going unless something happens.
Okay. Who goes after Kyungbo and Chop Chop?
Kangbu will go.
Okay. Who goes after Kangbu?
I'll go last.
Tashi will follow just after Kangbu.
Okay. And then Park Yejun will go after Tashi. As everyone begins to shuffle forward, it's pretty easy to catch up with Kyungbo and Chop Chop as they are going crawling slowly on this path. Can I get perception checks from everyone?
21.
It's another natural 20.
Ooh, okay. 16 from
13.
Tashi.
16.
All right. Park Yejun will also roll. Okay. So, you can tell me how you noticed this, but Kyungbo and Suho, you realize very quickly that you're not alone. Though the bats have left, there appears to be something else also lurking up over your heads.
I will look up and not make a racket about it.
Yeah, I think Kyungbo, maybe against their own instincts, hearing what Tashi said, is going to just treat this as a chance to be really careful. And so they're going to just keep moving really slowly and kind of eyeing up just to make sure nothing falls down on them.
Okay. When you're eyeing the ceiling above you, you recognize these wispy entities that are moving between the rocks. These are tokebi. You recognize they are similar creatures to the ones that were in the shoemaker's house.
Gonna steal our shoes. Kyungbo's just gonna keep moving really quietly, and I think Kyungbo's not very good at hiding this. They are gonna just keep looking up while Chop Chop keeps creeping. So I think maybe everyone behind just kind of sees Kyungbo just staring like this at the ceiling.
Suho, you also notice the small spirits. Go ahead and roll me an animal handling or nature check.
14.
Okay. I will say that you recognize this to be a tokebi, but you don't know what kind of tokebi it is. You know it's a trickster spirit.
I will. Do they look disturbed or like alert?
They are watching the group of you. And I will also say, with your 21, you notice that Park Ye-jun also saw them and is currently looking up at them, trying to hatch up a plan or something.
When I see that, I was going to say something, put my hand on Akio Jun's shoulder, but then I pull back and I kind of have a really wry smile on my face. And I just keep walking.
Okay. Tashi.
Also a trickster beast, so.
Mhm. Tashi, you can hear the sound of fabric moving behind you as Park Ye-jun is reaching into the folds of his robe, perhaps about to produce something.
I take my hand and I rest it on my rapier.
Instead of pulling out a weapon, you see Park Ye-jun pulls out what appears to be a tegum, a type of a flute. And he begins to play.
Motherfucker.
You all hear very clearly loud, confident sounds of a jaunty tune. It is playful, it is bright, and it is bouncy. And he begins to do and is essentially playing his flute. It echoes off of the walls of this chamber, and there is no ignoring it whatsoever.
I think Jop Jop spooks at the first note. They're already so tense, trying to walk so slow, and so out in front, like Jop Jop kind of like does a little cat jump, little rocks scatter into the water, but then slows back down, like begins continuing forward.
You notice that the spirits are distracted by the playing, and their attention moves away from the party and to Park Ye-jun. You can see that they are curious, and whatever plans they might have had is interrupted here.
Okay, yeah, I think with that, like, Kyungbo's gonna be like, all right, Jop Jop, get to the other side, and Jop Jop's gonna kind of like begin moving a little bit faster to get us across.
Okay, yeah, you managed to get across no problem.
Okay.
Kangbu, how are you responding to all of this?
I think Kangbu's initially annoyed by the music, wanting to cross the bridge as quietly as possible. But when he sees Kyungbo continue his way forward, he wants to keep an eye on him and protect him, so he follows him and doesn't comment on the annoyance.
Okay. Tashi, you get the brunt of it. It's happening right behind you.
I almost I do let out a bit of a laugh because how dare he? This guy. Oh,
Ooh, can I get an insight check at advantage from you?
ooh, okay. Yo-do-do-do-dum.
19.
That's a 19.
This person is extraordinarily good at playing this instrument. It's a children's song. It's not very complicated, but you, and with your background, understand the nuances of when someone is a master of an instrument and they're playing something versus someone blundering through the notes.
How she turns, barely even looking at him with a single eye, and says, I only knew one other person with a tone that nice.
As you look at him, he gives you a wink and he continues to play.
Tashi rolls her eyes, but she's smiling.
Suho, how are you reacting to all of this?
When I notice he blows out the tegum, I pull out mine as well, and I will play off key, off of his key. So every key that he misses, I'll join in and fill it in.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me performance at advantage.
Let's go.
Ooh. Natural 20.
Let's go.
Oh
Dude, the best song happening right now.
my god.
Oh,
Okay,
the
so
hits.
you actually end up playing better than he does. I imagine because this is a children's song, you know the notes exactly, and you're able, if you want, you can take a sort of like dominant lead in the song.
I will perform like dancing arts while doing this, gracefully across the tracks.
Hashi whips around to Suho and with a smile says, "I'm going to kill you."
When she
Kyungbo,
says that, I'll definitely blow it like a lot louder.
Kyungbo whispers to Kingbu, "Oh, this is weird."
Suho, you notice that with your superior playing, the Tokebi are no longer interested in Park Yejun. They're following you now. They're bouncing curiously, happily, dancing in the air as they're moving with you.
Technically, we're both from this spirit realms, so to speak. So I guess I showed them more. My playing would show them a little bit more respect, I guess. It's not as a trying to distract them, but as to celebrate their existence.
Yeah, you turn it from a ruse of trying to distract and disturb whatever they were trying to do into something for them. And Kyungbo, you noticing the Tokebi and knowing that they're there, notice that there's no longer that sort of leering, mischievous kind of pressure of like tricksters waiting for a trick to go off. They are instead dancing around Suho. They're barely perceptible, coming in and out of invisibility, but they're happy. And as Suho comes to a finish with the song, they just disappear.
Kyungbo pulls out a small little ink vial and like a small like ink pen, and on like sort of like the side of Jop draws a little picture of a dokebi, and then draws a little picture of the Daegum, just so they remember next time they find a dokebi to play them a little song.
Oh, that's so cute. Kyungbo, as you are taking a moment here at the fork, you see that there is essentially a break in the rails and they go north and south. There is quite clearly a track switch right next to you as you've kind of hunkered down and you're taking a moment to draw this little thing here. Can I get a perception check from you?
Yeah. I think that is perception. That's a 10.
Okay. Yeah, it just looks like it's probably some kind of contraption for the rails specifically.
Yeah.
I don't think it really draws any kind of attention to you.
Yeah, I think just because I noticed it and I'm not too sure, I'll just like kind of elbow Gangbu and be like, what do you think that's for?
Perhaps to switch between this fork of tracks.
Wonder if whoever is down here making these creatures, I wonder if they still use these tracks or if they're just for mining. Do you think we should keep trying to follow the tracks, or there's like, is it kind of looks like on the map like potentially like a doorway, or is that like just a wall?
Yeah, as you're kind of looking around and you're looking at the tracks, it's quite evident that there is a literal door right next to you.
Yeah, so I think Kyungbo goes like to Gangbu is like, so I don't know, I guess I'm wondering if we keep following the tracks or we try to investigate off of them. Maybe the tracks are more of the mining stuff and gesturing at the door, and maybe this is our way forward.
Hmm. I am curious as to what is so valuable that they took the time to build tracks to extract, but this is a suspicious door as well.
Yeah, is there anything special about this store? Anything we see on it?
It's a
Like, does it
wooden
seem to be?
door next
Yeah.
between two lanterns, and it's pretty nondescript.
Okay.
No lock or
Um.
anything.
Yeah, I guess. Um. Yeah, I guess I'll. Why don't we do this? Can Jobjet like sniff the ground, see if there's like any like smells of people going in and out?
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and roll
Okay.
me a perception roll for him.
Okay. Okay, that's an 11.
Okay. He doesn't smell people, but he definitely smells interesting stuff. I think that's as much as you get out of him.
Yeah. Chop Chop begins sort of wiggling their tail, and like some of their clay scales kind of stand on end for a little bit, and kind of clang down, kind of this mosaic of sound. And Kyungbo looks at Gangbu and goes, "So that means Chop Chop just smelled some stuff."
Hmm. Is the terrain flat, or do either of these tracks slope down or up?
It is currently flat.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess Kyungbo is just gonna kind of walk forward with Jop Jop and just uh see if the door is open. Just jiggle the door.
Yeah, the door opens quite easily. You find a chamber. In this chamber, it's quite evident from everyone who looks that this room had a purpose. It is about 10 feet high, and you see that the ceiling has a number of talismans hanging from it, marked with inscriptions, likely magic of some kind. There is a circle that has been drawn onto the wall directly in front of you, but you can see that key segments of it have been wiped off. I'm going to say, Tashi, you recognize this immediately. Suho as well. This is probably the companion teleportation circle to the one that was in Lord Wan's house. It looks like the spinning image, but this one has been wiped away.
I think Kyungbo, after they open up the door, they look directly at Tashi and go, "Huh, you're not the only one who can open up doors."
Tashi has a smile, small smile from that, but again won't meet your eyes. And you're a fast learner.
Yeah, I, I think maybe Kyungbo and Jap Jap step aside. I think maybe you guys are more equipped to handle this room.
Yes.
I gesture with my head for Suho to go ahead.
Well, I'll slide in and I'll say, "Oh, this looks very familiar." Sort of. It's a closed off room, right? There's nothing in there but the talismans.
There's
Is there anything
talismans.
else?
That's it. The teleportation circle, which is now
Mm.
incomplete, and then the talismans hanging from the ceiling.
Okay. Um.
Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
That's not the okay. Let's see. Oh, a 9.
9. Go ahead and roll me a history check.
7.
Okay.
Guess I really wasn't paying attention. I was gonna try to redraw it
No,
actually.
yeah. You get the sense
Never
that
mind.
maybe if you had some materials, you could definitely try, but
Mhm.
you don't know the teleportation spell, and you also don't fully remember what it looked like back at Lord Juan's house.
Right.
Probably because of the small bits of violence and the chasing down prey that happened.
Yeah. I'll just shrug and walk out.
Tashi, go ahead and roll me Arcana.
As Suho passes, I say, "Oh, no luck." Da, 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 da. I do even worse with a 4.
Yeah. You look at it and there's no way you could recreate what you saw at Lord Juan's house.
Oh, well, shoot. Okay. Okay, good point. All right.
With the room a bit of a bust, you find that there are 2 paths made available to you. You can head north, you can head south. The tracks extend in either way.
I think I'll naturally just walk south only because I just walked out of the room. It's not like with purpose. And when I walk down, I'll be like, "Oh, want water."
As you begin to approach the water line towards the south, it's clear that it begins to slowly slope downwards.
That clearly goes down, which is probably deeper. This is probably where we'll find whatever we're looking for.
Youngbo looks at the ceiling. Any Dokebi up there?
No, they're gone.
Kyungbo tries to lie and go, "Oh, well, there might be Dokebi. Maybe we need a song. Yejun, maybe it'd be good to play a song."
As you say that, Park Yejun has his hands folded behind his back, and he's also peeking into the room with the teleportation circle. He rolled a 7. He also doesn't know how to do any of that. He just kind of leans away. That room is quite dirty.
Yeah. And you don't like to get dirty.
I do not.
That your hair, it's very nice.
Thank you.
I don't have hair.
I wash it in rice water.
Oh. Wow, that's really good. Is the rice still in it
No.
or just the what? Oh.
You eat
Wow.
the rice.
Whoa. Wow. That's 2 birds and a stone right there.
I suppose so.
Nice. Well, looks like we gotta go across some more tracks. Should I go first again? We did a pretty good job last time. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, everyone, follow me. And Chop Chop is gonna go nice and slow, just like they did before. And
Okay.
keep moving down the tracks.
Okay. As the group of you begin to head down the tracks, I'm going to assume we're going in the same order. Can I get perception checks from everybody?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
5.
Dirty 10.
Hmm. So dirty.
Okay.
The filthiest 10 you've ever seen.
Dude, that's so filthy. 9 plus 1? Gross.
Hate to see it.
Gross. I hate to see that.
Wow, Parkia June rolled a 19. Okay, so Suho, you
Mhm.
notice that there's something moving up above you here. They are much larger, so it's a bit more difficult to point them out. But there are these large furry bodies between the stalactites. And you notice that Parkia June also notices them.
I'll whisper. I don't think a song is gonna work on these. Can I make out what they are? Do I need to make a roll?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an animal handling check. Or nature.
Oof, a 12.
Okay. They're definitely some kind of animal. There are 5 of them. They are the size of horses.
Oh goodness. Yeah. I don't think a song is gonna work on those. I'll whisper. And then I'll get closer to the ground and kind of crouch and walk. Making myself smaller.
Can I get stealth checks from everybody, please?
All right.
Ew.
Parkia June rolled a 17.
19.
I rolled. How about a 5?
Rolled a 10. Yep, you do.
Also rolled a 5. Plus 7 is 12.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, that helps me a lot because I definitely don't have to do any math now.
Was it a group check? Or was it solo?
It was a group check. I was gonna basically
Turn
average
order!
them.
Turn
Can I please everyone select their tokens and roll for initiative?
Aw.
Yeah, howdy.
Let's go.
Boink.
On
Aw,
the track.
boy.
I love this. Let's go.
Ooh, a natty.
Natty 20. 25.
Fatty
Dude,
natty.
nice.
Ooh,
Let's-
very nice.
Let's fight some bat horses. What's up there?
Okay. You all hear a flurry of wings as all of a sudden these large fuzzy bodies begin to move. You can see that unfurling are bat-like wings as these creatures begin to displace from their places of rest. Tashi, you are up first. I'm gonna go ahead and move
Okay.
this so it's a little less complicated.
How huge are these things?
They're like the size of horses. They're pretty big.
All right.
You could ride it, but controlling it is a completely different thing.
Mm-hmm. I don't have a lot of weight to throw around. But grip strength-wise, very good. Did we do the chaotic thing?
Yes.
Always.
I mean,
In case it
whatever you
helps, in case it helps, they are up a bit high at the moment. We'll say that they are about 40 feet above you right now.
40 feet.
Yep.
Ooh, boy. All right.
all right.
This was the problem with like first turn initiative. It's just like I like doing funky stuff, but funky stuff needs time to percolate.
You could hold an
I
action.
think I'd like to hold an action until they're a little bit closer.
Okay.
Yeah.
For the sake of just simplifying this, I'm going to put everyone onto their own square here. Just adjust it a
yes.
little bit. There you go.
Actually, ooh, I think I'll prep for an action in a later turn, perhaps. I want to start by tying a rope to the end of one of my short bow bolts,
Ooh,
arrows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a survival check. This will use your action.
All right.
Okay. An 8. You begin to like set it up. You feel like it's not going to be something you can just. You might need to do it again next turn to succeed.
Okay.
Anything else for you?
And it's just water, like water in the cavern on both of our sides?
Yes.
Okay. And up ahead, we can't see too much?
Up ahead, you can see that there appears to be another door. And the door is lit by red lights. This is actually a very interesting looking door. The details are a little obscured. You can't quite see very well. You might need to use your action to do a perception check.
Oh, okay. I guess for my bonus action, I'll just take a ready action, perhaps?
Okay.
Or cunning action. Yeah.
Cunning action. Okay. All right. Did you want to move at all?
I'm not sure where I could move.
Yeah. So as a reminder, you can move through your companion spaces, no problem. The only thing is that you cannot end your turn in the same space as them.
Okay. I think something might be going on with my map. I can't see ahead of Kangbu.
Oh, really?
Yo.
Let me try.
It looks good on my screen, so
You might just need to refresh.
Oh, I'll do that.
Here, I'll just reveal a little bit bigger just in case.
Okay, that's much better. Okay. Yeah. I think you know what? Yes, I'll take my cunning action instead to run as far down this tunnel as possible, just to clear out some space for others. So that would be, I think I would have, maybe my movement speed, I think 40?
40 would land you in either of these squares down here.
Okay. I think I'll go right here.
Perfect.
Yes.
Like the wind, I imagine you probably like jump over Kangbu, around Kyungbo and Chop Chop in a dexterous fleetness of foot. And you make your way over there.
Coil of rope coming apart behind me, trying to pull it with.
Have you ever like when you vacuum, you know how like if you're moving the vacuum around, the wire is just kind of trailing behind you? I'm kind of imagining that happening, just kind of flapping behind you as you're running. All right. Suho, you are up.
Well, they haven't attacked yet, but I guess I'm seeing that they're looking interested in doing so. These are bat-like creatures. Are they flying or are they nestled in the...
Yeah, they have come down. They're no longer nestled. They're flying. They're clearly giant bats. That much is evident. And they are about 40 feet above you.
Okay. Well, let's shoot them with the bow then.
Okay.
For a bow. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I was like, which one am I targeting?
Oh yeah.
This
For
one's on the-
accessibility, I've numbered them 1 through 5 for you.
Oh.
So this is 1,
Oh yeah, the numbers are just.
2,
Let me zoom in.
3,
The numbers are small.
4,
There we go. Now I see it.
5. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go for. I'll go for 1 right here since that one is. What's this?
Okay.
Did that work? It did not. What? Oh. There we go. Oh, a 7.
A 7. Unfortunately, that is going to be a miss. I imagine as you kind of line up the shot, it suddenly dives down. So we'll say that it's about 35 feet now. You just
Well,
happen to
that's
miss a
all I
little
can
bit.
do. Yeah. Oh, I have a bonus actually. Let me see. Let's see. I don't think
I can't remember where we left your ink piece. Your ink piece, as we last
was gone.
remembered it. Okay.
because it was like an hour, I think.
Yeah. You had
I'd
it
have to
walking
resummon it.
around pretending to be one of the
Mhm.
dark mudang.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't summoned it yet. Just because I feel like I have to reserve. So I'm gonna see how the fight goes first, and I am done with my. Yeah, I think I'm in a safe place, so I'm pretty done.
Okay, Kyungbo, it's up to you.
Okay. I think Tashi's gonna see Kyungbo give Jop Jop a little kick, and Jop Jop's gonna just start charging towards Tashi, and then at the last moment skid and place like themselves. I guess we have a map. I'll just put them right here with Kyungbo on top, and like that. So Kyungbo is kind of like right, like looking back at Tashi. And if it's okay, I don't know how this technically works, but I would like Jop Jop to hold. For my bonus action, I can command Jop Jop to take an action. Can I command Jop Jop to hold their breath weapon until one of the bats comes closer?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay, so Jop Jop's gonna begin.
I'll say that this is gonna eat up Chop Chop's reaction.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So Jop Jop normally doesn't have this luxury and needs to. Scientists haven't figured this out, but Jop Jop can produce water inside them. So instead, right now, there's this brackish, gross cave water. Jop Jop's just gonna lean over and like take a big scoop of it in their mouth, and you watch as their cheeks begin to like bulge, ready to spit this geyser of water at a bat. And Kyungbo is gonna look back at Tashi and go, you need anything from me?
If you can get any of these bats a little closer, that'd be great.
All right. Yes. So I think Kyungbo, I guess they're gonna just ready an attack for them, and they're going to bang their bangmangi on the metal of these tracks and just try to get the attention of these bats. Here, batty, and just hold their action to swing.
Okay, so I'll give you an option here. We all know that bats are very sensitive to sound. You can use your action to hold an action if you want, or I'll let you like basically smash your pamagi on the ground for an action to roll an intimidation that might essentially like produce sound and mess with them.
Yeah, I guess I'll do the second one. Yeah, let's do that one.
Awesome. So it's going to use up your action. Go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
Okay. 18.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and say that the two that are closest to you, they begin to screech in pain, and you can see that they are essentially beginning to wibble wobble in the air, and they seem a bit disoriented.
Okay. Do they seem like they're gonna like come towards the sound?
Yeah, they're pretty angry.
Okay. Yep. Kyungbo looks back at Tashi as these bats are getting angry bat face, and give a little thumbs up.
I like to, yeah, I'm imagining like Kyungbo just kind of turning, just big old smile, and then just two really angry bats beginning to swoop down behind his shoulders.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Oh my god, amazing. Okay, Park Yejun. Oh, I totally forgot about this. Okay, so Undying Corruption has a very unique set of rules that are optional, and you can use these in your campaign if you like. You don't have to. We are going to use them, and they are relevant today. So, oh, I can't show you the handout. Okay. there is a mechanic called Valiant Actions. The reason that this mechanic exists is to essentially allow NPCs that are allies with your party. They're basically doing stuff in the background, like they're busy helping fight other minions, blah blah blah. It's essentially to help speed up combat, but it still allows us to have the role play of they're helping somehow. Okay, so the way that you get the Valiant Actions is depending on how many number of friendly NPCs you have in your party, you get 1. So Park Ye-jun is alone with you, so you get 1. And this action point is going to refresh every time we hit the top of the turn order. So when it's Tashi's next turn, we're going to get another 1 action. If you don't spend it, you can save up to 3.
Okay.
What you can spend it on is when there's an enemy's turn, you can tell me, I want to use a Valiant Action, and you basically force Park Ye-jun to do something. So there are 3 options here. You can force Park Ye-jun to do cutting words, use his longbow, or if you save 3 actions, you can trigger his ability called Heroic Romantica, where he can sing a song of romantic valor. You would gain 3 temporary hit points, and you're immune to being frightened until you lose those temporary hit points. So Park Ye-jun doesn't have a normal turn order. Essentially, you get to tell me what to do with Park Ye-jun. It's really, really cool.
All right, that's cool. That's
a lot of these NPCs. So, for example, Song Ji-hoo, the Chosong Saja, who's your boss, she has Valiant Actions, but it hasn't been relevant because you haven't been in combat with her.
That's neat.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, cool.
So Park Ye-jun basically is just awaiting orders. It is the giant bat's turn. So at the end of the giant bat's turn, if one of you, any of you, we can only have one person do it. If you want to use the Valiant Action, and I'll update the turn order to show you how many we have at any point. We have 1 now. So at the end of the giant bat's turn, you can tell me to do any of these 3 things with Park Ye-jun. But the bats are gonna attack. Unfortunately, Kangbu, you are up front and center to 2 of these bats. You're going to see number 1 here swoops down and tries to come and bite you. It dives through the air. It has a fly speed of 60 feet, so it closes this distance no problem whatsoever. Tries to bite you. That's a 23.
Ooh.
I think that's a hit.
Super hit. Super hit.
Okay, it's only 3 piercing damage. This, dive bomb bites you on the shoulder, and then it swoops past you here. That's going to be its turn. You see this? So this one is going to be, right at your level. You see number 3 here next to you is also going to dive down. It's going to be level with you now. It tries to bite you for an 18.
Also a hit.
6 piercing damage. You get chunks bitten out of your arms here. Let's see what direction this one will go. This one swoops down and tries to bite Kangbu. Oh, roll a natural 1, a 5. What does this look like? Do you slap the bat? Basically, you're able to deter this attack as you see this 3rd one dive bombing.
I think Kangbu gets knocked back and forth because these are probably 6-8 times the size of him. So the first 2 hits knock him back and forth, and he sort of stumbles right as the 3rd bat swoops, and it misses.
It misses because of the others, but they are all basically ground level with you for all intents and purposes. The others are going to head towards Kyungbo. This one is going to move closer and is going to try to hit you, Kyungbo. You did ready an action with Chop Chop.
Yeah. So I think Chop Chop's going to blow their breath weapon. That's a DC 13 dexterity saving throw from this bat.
Okay. It rolled a 6. It fails.
Hey, nice. Okay. So that is going to be 2d6 force damage. Oh, 3 force damage.
I will
Good
say
job,
that
Chop
it's
Chop.
enough. you see this torrent of disgusting, tainted, foul water come rushing out of Chop Chop's mouth, smashes the giant bat in the face, and it no longer seems to be distracted with Kyungbo and is going to instead try to fight Chop Chop.
Okay.
It rolls a 12.
AC of 15, so that's gonna miss.
You see these teeth trying to make purchase, just bing, bounces off of the clay ineffectually. This one here is going to swoop forward and try to bite Kyungbo. Rolled a 12.
That's gonna miss as well.
I think the same exact thing, just right off of your wooden body here. Repel.
Kyungbo's still looking back at Tashi, excited to see what she's about to do.
Okay, that is going to be the end of the giant bat's turn. There is an opportunity to use a valiant action here if anybody wants to.
Nope.
We're saving it for the song, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Right,
Okay.
yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Kengbu, it is now your turn.
Kangbu will sort of dust himself off and attempt to regain his composure after being knocked about. He'll undo his robe and cast the good old-fashioned regalia of the death god.
Yeah.
You'll see the robe stiffen with teal and light purple energy. And he will cast, that's his bonus action. I'll use his action to cast Mirror Image. So you'll see 3 duplicates of Kangbu appear around him as he sort of taunts the bats. And that'll be his turn.
The air sort of vibrates around Kengbu as now you see 3 of them. Fantastic.
Nice.
Okay. It is now the top of the turn order. There is another valiant point, so the group now has 2. Tashi, it is your turn.
How close is the closest bat?
5 feet from you. You could reach out and
5
grab
feet.
it if you wanted.
I try to jump on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Go ahead and roll acrobatics at advantage. There is an opening here. It literally tried to bite Kyungbo, so it's very, very close.
It's a 22.
Kyungbo's like his like face is the smile like turns to like fright as he watches Tashi jump, and under his breath he just goes, "Be careful."
Tashi's the one that turns back with a thumbs up and a smile now. It's like crazy look in her eyes like,
Okay. You are on this thing. I will say that is your action, but you jump up and you're able to be secure.
all right. I was thinking of, since that takes my action, I was thinking of like digging in with like daggers so that I like really secure my spot on, but would that
Okay.
be an extra thing?
That would be an extra thing. Let's see. Let's get like an offhand attack from you, because that could use your bonus action. So what we'll do is, you normally attack with a rapier, right? You have daggers.
Mhm.
So just make a
Yeah.
dagger attack.
All right.
Okay. Those are 2 dirty
Okay.
20s. You definitely managed to sink a dagger in. So go ahead and roll damage here.
Whoop.
Okay. Let's see here.
I think it's just the 8 because I ran instead of doing ready action.
Okay, so it takes 8 piercing damage as you dive your dagger into its back, creating a convenient handle.
Mm.
All right, it is thrashing, it is crying, it is screeching, it is
Ha!
so unhappy. This is like a bucking bronco, what is it? The mechanical bull kind of thing going on here. All right.
Tasha's loving it.
Suho, it is now your turn.
Okay. I'll try to shoot it again. Actually, maybe I shouldn't, because my dex is only not that great. I'm gonna do vicious mockery because I don't. It doesn't have to understand what I'm saying or what I read. It just needs to be a creature I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll send insults its way. I'm gonna go for which? Oh, this one again.
Okay. Number 1.
All right, here we go. Let me go back to my core. Oh my gosh, a 9. Man, I'm rolling like poo poo today.
Oh, that was your ink brush.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's okay.
Oh yeah, I pushed the wrong one. My bad. This is
Totally
completely
fine.
different. This is a DC.
Okay. DC 15 Wisdom.
Yeah.
It rolls a 16.
Oh.
So
well then.
what do you imagine? What kind of noise do you think you make? I imagine it's really loud, so it's gonna irritate. It's gonna hurt their sensitive ears. But what kind of noise do you make?
I think making a fox noise would be hilarious because they have the weirdest like ticks and cackles that they make. It'd be more like that. The mall will shift into like a little mutated fox face. It's like in between humanoid, and to make this, I'm not gonna make the noise. Don't ask.
I think
But you
like
can
foxes are
imagine
kind of
it.
like they make like
Yeah, they're
something
like-
kind of like between a coyote and like a dog.
Yeah, it's like a
but also a
jackal
cat. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
sound
it'll just be
really
piercing.
weird. Foxes are
Yeah,
really
it's
weird.
really
sounding.
weird. Yeah, that'll be the noise that is made, but I guess they don't care.
Okay. So I
They
will
lose my
say that it doesn't take any damage here because it succeeded, but the noise is just so strong that it is disoriented. You can see that it begins to falter away from Kengbu.
Cool. All right.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all I can do. Wait,
Young-
I think that's a pure action. Yes, it is. And I'm not gonna be bonus action. I don't think anybody took damage. Wait, people took damage, right? Can't see their. Wait. Yeah, he took a little
yeah,
damage. Yeah.
Kengbu took some
Okay.
damage.
Yeah, why not? Let's do healing word. It's a bonus action.
Okay.
I forgot I'm the support of this group. Healing word. There you go.
Ooh, 9 hit
A
points.
juicy 9.
Oh,
All right.
Juicy.
What do we hear any like notes? Do we hear any sounds or smell anything?
Yes. I have, funny enough, prayer beads around both wrists, and I will do like a way where I would grab them and produce a sign, and a clap will happen, and that clap will reverberate off my hands, and you'll see this kind of shadow mist come up and creep up your legs and like wrap around you like hands, and then disperse, and you'll be healed. Your wounds will be healed.
Ooh, that's so
you see
sick.
4 Kangbus give you a thumbs up and appreciate it.
As I'm going in the background.
I love it. Oh my god.
Doing
All
the
right.
noises.
Youngbo, it's your turn.
All right, so I think Kyungbo watching Tashi take flight on this bat. Both Jap and Kumbo are like looking. This other bat is like behind them, harrying them. I think Kyungbo's gonna, without breaking eye contact with that situation, is gonna go to Jap. Can you make sure that Tashi doesn't fall in the water? And I'd like to command Jap just to be underneath Tashi to catch her wherever she may go.
Okay, love it.
So Kyungbo is going to hop off of Jap and then turn to face this one bat who's like dripping wet now, and just pull out their bangmangi and go, I'm sorry, I already got a mount, and just smash this thing.
All right, go ahead and roll me an attack, please.
All right. Let's see, what is this? +6? Oh no, that's a 2 on the dice. +6 is an 8.
Ooh, an 8 is not gonna hit. I imagine you just telegraph it a little too much, and you just see this fluttering, and you see that water just goes flying everywhere, hitting you in the face as it evades, and we'll say that it goes up 10 feet.
All right. Well, come fight me then. And that's gonna be Kyungbo's turn.
Okay. Park Yejun. You see that he's essentially like trying to fix his clothes. He's slowly pulling out his Tegum again. It is now the giant bat's turn. This one that has been disoriented by Suho is going to try to move towards Suho. Kangbu, you do have an opportunity to use your reaction here if you want for a melee attack.
Okay. We'll take a swing with the old quarterstaff.
Okay.
Yo, quarterstaff.
18.
That's a hit. Roll me some damage, please.
4 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. You see the Kangbus all produce a quarterstaff and they all bonk towards the giant bat, and it kind of swings in the air here as it takes 4 damage. It will try to bite at you, Suho. 13.
Let's see where. Okay, sorry, I'm on my spells page. That is a. Let's make it break it.
Okay. It hits. You take 3 piercing damage as it tries to go for your mouth, trying to make you shut up here, but you're able to catch it on the shoulder instead.
All right. Wait, I have to do the damage myself, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Blink.
Number 2 is going to go for Kangbu here with just a little bite. 14.
A little bite.
Oh yes,
Oh,
that's
a
right.
miss.
Mirror image. It doesn't matter unless
Can
it
they-
hits, right?
Yeah. I think his AC is 18 with the regalia.
Mm,
Can the
mhm,
bats
mhm.
see, or do they use blind sight?
They use blind sight.
Okay. Well, he doesn't know it, but mirror image is not relevant.
Well, it still doesn't hit. So it seems to
He's still cocky.
yeah, it's working out. Number 3 is going to also try to bite you. 22.
Ooh.
Jeez.
Okay.
That's 24.
That's going to be 4 damage.
Okay.
Kangbu's getting pissed at his illusory duplicates for not doing their job.
Yeah, he's kind of just like,
Yeah, they have blind sight 60 feet. Okay, we move on over here. The one that was next to Kyungbo is going to swoop back down and try to bite you. Also a 23.
That's gonna do it.
All right, you take 5 piercing damage as it does like a U-turn in the air, dive bombs towards you, and takes a big chunk of bark out of your arm. Okay, so the one under Tashi, this one is trying to just swing up and down in the air and is trying to throw you off here. I'm going to go ahead and do a dexterity check here, and we're going to do a challenge. I would like to have you do either an acrobatics or athletics check. You will get advantage because you have the dagger handle in it.
Sweet.
You got to beat a 21.
Ooh.
I'll do acrobatics, and it's a 23.
Oh, nice.
Easy. So
Hey.
everyone sees in the background, you have the various fights happening in the background. You see the bat is just like flying up and down, backwards, sideways, and Tashi is hanging on pretty easily. She looks
I
confident.
will take you down. You yell down the cavern.
Okay, that is the giant bat's turns. Does anyone want to use a valiant action? No. Okay.
No.
Kangbu, it is your turn.
all right. I'll use my action to chill touch bat number 2.
Ooh.
Does
Ow.
an 8 hit with a nat 1?
An 8 will be a
Doesn't.
miss, unfortunately. I think what happens here is you try to reach out and touch it, and you don't actually manage to get a good grasp on them. You touch the leathery part of their wing, and you do see a rime of frost begin to manifest, but it immediately slips out of your hand.
He continues bobbing and weaving with his mirror images. That's his turn.
Okay. Top of the turn order. We have 3 valiant actions now. We are capped, but you have to wait until the end of the enemy's turn. Tashi, you're up.
How is the bat looking that I am presently on right now?
It's bleeding pretty profusely from the bat, but it seems hale. It's very, very desperate to get you off.
How high am I between this bat and the others near?
Let's see. It's about 15 feet between the 2 bats here. So we're going to say that you're 15 feet up now. And Chop Chop is directly under you.
Oh boy. I want to do something kind of cool.
Just kind of cool.
Kind of cool.
Do it.
Could I? I don't know if this can fit in one turn. Anchor myself with another weapon, maybe an arrow, the one I had in my hand earlier, and then somehow try to tie a loop of like rope onto the dagger I have embedded in the bat right now.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be doable in an action, or how would that be broken up?
So you want to tie a rope to the dagger that's in the back of this creature.
And I want to push it through like a needle.
Push it through a needle. Okay, I'm going to say you have to pick one of them.
Okay.
And then the other one you can do on your next turn.
Okay. I'll do the rope thing now.
Okay. Go ahead and roll survival at advantage here.
Oh boy, all right. It's a 15.
Okay, you managed to secure the rope around the dagger here. So you've got step 1 done.
And as just a bonus action, I'm going to yell at Kyungbo. When the dagger drops, grab it, throw it into the other bat.
That immediate moment when you say that is when the other bat bites me, and
shit! Sorry.
Nope, got it.
Okay.
I love
Alright.
it. Suho, it is your turn.
Oh goodness. Okay. I don't see anything that's happening down there, thankfully. The bat tried to bite me, so I'm gonna turn to it and be like, and my maw is going to change, and I'm going to bite it.
Yeah.
Only thing beasts would do. You bite me, I bite you back. All right. Let's see. Come on, hit, baby. An 8.
An
Jeez.
8. You try to bite it, and I think you do actually bite it, but there's just this huge, thick scruff of fur. You feel like you haven't actually managed to get into any of the skin or past the fat. It's just a mouthful of fur here.
Blech.
Yeah, it tastes very dirty. It's not
nasty.
good.
All right. I'll do it again later.
Okay. Kyungbo,
done.
it's your turn. There's a dagger
All right.
dangling next to you.
Okay, so the dagger is dangling. Can I grab it?
Yeah.
Or so Tashi was going to. You're going to, like a sewing needle, try to skewer your bat, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think the knife has been pushed through yet.
Ooh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so I
Gotcha.
think Kyungbo's going to bonus action command Chop Chop and go, Chop Chop, fetch, and have Chop Chop bring the dagger to me once it falls through, as Chop Chop's action, and then I think Kyungbo's gonna turn around and go, wow, I'm gonna get you, you little cave puppy, and swing again.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. 15 plus 6 is a 21.
Okay. Armor class is 13. Absolutely a hit.
Let's go. Okay. 2d6 plus 4 bludgeoning.
Oh, wow.
And that is 6 plus 4. That is 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Dang. All right. You smack this thing across the head, and you can see that there's blood profusely coming out of its ear, and it is wibbly wobbly. It does not
Okay.
look okay after that.
All right. Yeah, I think that's the turn. Yep, that's the turn.
Okay. Park Yejun spends his turn looking hot. It's the giant bat's turn. He's like, oh. Starts like doing the thing where if you have a knot in your hair, you just start like working the knot out. It is now the giant bat's turn. The one that you bit is going to try to bite you back. It rolls an 8. I think it fails.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I batted out of the way.
The one in front of Kangbu, 12. Pretty sure that's a
Nice.
miss. Number 3
That's a
tries
miss,
to
yeah.
bite you. 18.
Ooh, that's enough.
You take 3 piercing damage as it bites you. Move down here. The one in front of Kyungbo bites you. 16?
17 is my AC.
Okay, it bounces off of your Pamagi. Tashi, the one that you are on, flails around very, very viciously. I need another acrobat. Oh, it rolled a 22.
boy.
I need another
Oh
acrobatic
boy.
check at advantage.
All right.
You gotta beat a
Come on.
22. Oh,
No, I don't this time.
Okay. You begin to fall off. Chop Chop is going to catch you. So you are now on Chop Chop. But it is now free, and it's going to go up to the full 40 feet up in the air.
But there is a rope on its back now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So actually, Chop Chop can fly, right?
No, Job cannot fly. Job is able to swim. They got a swim speed.
Okay.
Cannot
So
fly.
you'll have an option here, Tashi. Do you want to hang from this rope? Or do you want to drop
Absolutely.
down? Okay. Go ahead and roll me a 1d40.
Okay. How do I do that in the D20?
Yeah, so
dice
in
roller?
the d20 dice roller,
Don't see an option for this.
I think you have to hit advanced roll.
Oh, I thought that was advantage roller for some reason. Okay, no, that makes sense. Would it be a D20 plus 40, or how do you even?
You can also type in the chat. You can type /r
Oh, yes.
space 1d40 as well. Let's just see like how
sweet.
far down you fall. 39. Oh my god. Okay, so you are basically near the end of the rope here, but you are being suspended by a rope. That's
Chop will
sweet.
lick your foot.
Yeah, like your foot is like
That.
on Chop Chop's head, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the giant bat's turn. Would you like to use a valiant action?
Yeah.
Okay.
The song.
Park Yejun dusts off his tegum, blows into it a few notes to make sure it's clear, and then he begins to play a song. That's not the song that I thought it was going to be. We're going to go ahead and play this. Play Soda Pop. With the heroic romantica, up to 3 creatures are bolstered by a song of romantic valor. I'm gonna say that he can't see Tashi right now. So he's gonna target the other 3 players. And you will gain 3 temporary hit points, and you are immune to being frightened until you lose those hit points. So that will continue past this combat.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you hear this melodic sound. Can I get insight checks from Kyungbo, Kangbu, and Suho as you hear this song? It is so unfortunately sad that Tashi isn't the one to hear this.
It's a 6.
Also 6
6.
from
We all-
Suho.
We all rolled 6s.
Wait, really?
Too busy trying to bite.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah.
Oh my god, 3 6s.
Oh. Oh no. Oh no. The stream goes dark.
um you
Evil Stella comes out.
you hear this heartbreaking song coming out of Park Yejun, but it's kind of hard to think about it very deeply right now because there's these giant bats trying to bite you, so no one really pays attention to it. But you feel better, and that's gonna be the end of that. The valiant actions will go back down to 0. Kangbu, it is now your turn. Oh, you were
Oh yeah,
muted.
you're muted.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna chill touch bat number 2 again.
Nice.
Let's see how this goes this time.
Yeah.
So another natural one. I might have used up all my luck last
boy.
session. And then he's
So-
bobbing his head to the
For the
to the tune.
benefit of our viewers, when we were getting the stream ready, we were talking about Yunori, the last game that we played last session, and we were making a joke about how Kay had paid off Roll20. I think you forgot to pay the bill.
I didn't do it this time, yeah.
All right, unfortunately that's going to be a miss. Anything else for you?
No, that'll be my turn.
You're proving to be a pretty effective tank, I will say that. Tashi, you are up.
Barely by a thread, by by a single
Yes.
foot of rope.
So you have a couple of options here. You can drop down onto Chop Chop. You can climb up the rope. Or do literally whatever else you want to do.
Or I could start to swing.
Oh, you're so right. So, 40 feet.
If I'm 40 feet, I'm like in reach of the floor, right? Like I could kick myself off and get like a swinging start.
Yeah. You could kick off of Chop Chop too.
I'm dedicated to chaos.
Where are you trying to jump to? Are you trying to jump to the other bat?
Perhaps.
Okay, it is lower, so it would be easier. You don't have to worry about going up. All you have to do is
Yeah.
basically run across.
Across the distance, yeah.
Yeah. And there's definitely enough rope there.
Tashi finds herself not sure of how to ask this of Chop Chop. Looks to Kyungbo, again doesn't make eye contact, says, how do I get him to provide me a boost that way?
Jap kind of rolls their eyes because they understood it all, and knows exactly. And Kyungbo will just be like, just 1 second, as they bat away the bat. Trying to, but yeah, Kyungbo's like, yeah, Kyungbo will command Jap on their turn to do that.
Okay.
Oh, you just talked to him. Oh, okay. Cool.
Jap just like,
For the sake of coolness, we can say that Chop Chop can do it right now, but we'll forfeit his turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just dips down and then boom, just throws you up into the air basically with his head.
Sweet. Tashi's knees are bent, and with that boost of momentum from Chop, launches off in the other direction and starts to swing towards the other bat.
Okay, roll acrobatics at advantage. I'm gonna say you're gonna need to hit a
boy.
13.
All right. That's
Oh.
an 18.
18. All right, you are now on the other bat, and there is a rope basically connecting the. Yeah, basically. Okay, you are on.
I give Chop a thumbs up.
Yeah,
Jap.
Thanks, man.
amazing. All right, Suho, you are up.
I'm gonna bite this bat again. It's biting at me. We're having a biting match right now.
You
Right,
have to
here we
roll
go.
13 or higher.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yes.
a hit. Okay, you
Nice.
bite, chomp, roll some
bite that bad boy.
damage.
3.
Okay.
And I'm going to, I think I take 3 hit points. How does this work? Let me see.
You get to choose one because of your fox's jaws here. You can either
Mm-hmm.
heal or you can give them disadvantage on the next attack they make against you.
Ooh. I'm going to give them disadvantage.
All right.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And
Where
I'm
do you
gonna
bite
put the
them?
Disease bite. Right in the middle of their face.
Oh.
I'm just gonna maul the face. Yeah.
Yeah.
He
It's
tried
like,
to bite me, and instead I open my jaws wider and I bite it.
oh, God, that's.
Yeah.
I love monstrous characters so much. It's so cinematic.
Mhm.
Okay, we move over here to Kyungbo. It is now your
Okay.
turn. Chopped Up did use his thing.
Yeah, okay. Hungbo's just gonna look at this whole situation, and now this like rope, like, like across their way, and they're gonna kind of like duck under it as they're saying to Chop, just like be around to help Tashi, and Kyungbo's because Kyungbo's gonna see Kingbu struggling with these bats, and Kyungbo is going to limp their way over to the bat, and I think we see that Jop has a like a black ink sort of like hieroglyph marking of a bat that Kyungbo drew, and then like an eye, and then like a cross through it. Basically, Kyungbo, through their travels, have learned that bats like don't use their eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And so Kyungbo sees Kingbu trying to work their mirror illusion thing, and Kyungbo will run over and use her action to hit the bat while saying to Kingbu, bats don't see, so I don't know how magic works, but I don't think they're bothered by all of your friends. Hey, hi, nice to see you guys. You guys look great. And smash a bat.
Yeah, roll to hit. You gotta beat a 13.
All right, 12 plus 6, so that's gonna do it.
All right, let's get some damage.
Ooh, a 5 and a 4, plus 4, 13 bludgeoning.
Oh my god. You all hear a sickening crack as Kyungbo hits the spine of this thing, and it essentially will fall down onto the tracks here. It's still alive, it's still moving, but it is prone.
Yeah, so I think Kangbu just sees this bat who is like harrying them, and just get smashed by a bongmongi and just smash into the ground. And yeah, Kangbu was like, yeah, so I don't know if your friends are gonna work on them, but I don't know.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Yeah, they're cool. Hey guys, nice to see you. That's gonna be their turn.
They all wave. Oh, that's so cute. Oh. Okay.
All right, that's your turn.
Park Yejun like kind of recoils looking at Suho biting the shit out of this. It's just like, oh, no thank you. Just kind of moves out of the way.
Wait, is he bothered by the way that looks?
Yeah.
I don't know. Does he even know what Suho is? I wonder.
No.
Yeah,
That's why he's so bothered.
He's like, what is happening? He doesn't know any of you.
They're trying to keep the song.
The bat is going to try to bite you. This is at disadvantage. A 7. It misses.
Ah.
Number 2 is on the ground. It is going to get up. It is not flying. It is no longer prone, but it is on the ground here. It is going to try to bite Kyungbo. A 7. It misses. Number 3 is going to try to bite Kangbu. A 12. That's a miss. All right. The shit that's happening over here. Okay. So we'll start with the one that you're on, Tashi. It's going to try to throw you off. I'm going to give it disadvantage here, essentially because you are on it, and also it is basically tethered to the other one that is also freaking out. You get to roll at advantage here. So
So that
dexterity.
explains more.
Could Jop Jop have moved over towards Tashi?
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
fine.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that's
that'd be
totally
great.
fine. Okay, you have to beat a 16.
Sweet. Okay. Da da da.
18. You get it.
18.
All right. So it spends its turn trying to buck you off. You manage to stay on. The other one is going to try to escape. It's going to try to break this rope, maybe. It can't see the rope. It has no idea what's going on. I'm going to say this is at disadvantage. A 7. We'll say that it goes... Here, I'll roll a random direction. Okay. It actually moves closer here. All right. Kangbu, it is now your turn.
You see 4 Kangbus wind up, and then the center one shoots out a chill touch at bet number 2.
You got it.
You got
You
this.
got it.
That's
Yes.
a hit. Let's
Yes.
go.
1 hit. Dirty 20
Hell yeah.
for 2 damage.
2 damage.
I'm carrying.
K between turns was like Venmo and roll 20.
Don't let the audience know.
Please, guys, I have the money. I have the money. I have it ready.
I swear.
It's real. It's real $5.
You see this
Yeah.
frost beginning to manifest, just crackling over its wings, and it cries out in pain, almost like sizzling from how cold it is. Oh, that's necrotic damage too. Yeah, literally sizzling. Anything else for you?
That's his turn.
Okay. Top of the turn order, you get 1 valiant action. Tashi, it's your turn.
All right.
What are we doing over here?
What are we doing?
How many feet am I away from the other bats?
You are currently about 10 feet away. You could definitely jump it if you wanted.
Oh, I mean the ones close to Kyungbu and Kangbu.
Okay, that is 5, 10, 15, 20 feet away.
Okay. So this rope is probably long enough if I were to tie a taut here.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
What is happening?
This is turned into like the bad Santa Claus just flying around with bat reindeer.
This
I would
looks
like
so
to.
cool though. Like I'd be like, oh my god, this person
The most
definitely rock
acrobatic
climbs.
rolls that that anyone's ever made in combat. I'd like to pull the rope taut and like loop it around maybe one of the claws, the talons at the tip of the bat's wing that I'm on, or even its neck. I'm not picky as long as it's something that could give a solid anchor.
Oh
And
yeah, you can
tighten
loop it
the
around
distance
it.
between these 2 bats,
Mhm.
tie them together almost.
Okay.
And then if I could, dangle that rope down for someone else below to pick up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get an animal handling check from you.
Jop
Give
Jop
you
has like
advantage.
Jop Jop has like an anime moment where they speak to camera and they're just like, "This is not the way to fight bats."
I mean, they are getting CC'd, so
Uh-oh.
an 8. Okay, what I'm gonna
An
say is that you do manage to secure this bat to the rope, but it is gonna take your whole turn, basically. So you're not gonna be able
Okay.
to dangle the rope down quite yet.
Okay.
All right, that will be your turn. Suho, it is your turn. Park
Yeah,
Yejun
unhinged
looks
jaws.
mortified.
Oh yeah. He shows fear. I'm gonna be over exaggerating. I let more instead of just the face, the whole head shifts, and the jaws will become even more unhinged and try to
What?
wrap around this
What are
thing's
you?
sternum. Just hear 12. No, we're so close.
So
no.
close. Unfortunately, that is not going to hit.
Yes, I'm saying, what are you? Distracted me and I miss.
Yeah, I imagine like your eyes go over to him as he says it.
Yeah.
And then he puts up his hands. He's like, my bad. I guess I'll just shut up. All right, Kyungbo, it is your turn.
All right. Okay. How deep is this water?
The water on either side of you. Let's see. It looks pretty disgusting, by the way.
Chop's just swimming in it.
Yeah, in fact, go ahead and roll me a nature check.
Okay. Oh, that's a 3 minus 1, a 2.
Yeah, that's some ugly looking water. You're gonna have to
but,
hose
like,
down.
Yeah. Chop's not touching the bottom though, right?
Yeah.
Like they're swimming. Okay. So I think flavor wise, Chop is coming up with his plan themselves, but I guess mechanically Kyungbo will command Chop that when a rope drops down from the bat that Tashi's on, to grab that rope and just swim as far down as they can into the water.
Okay. So Chop will
That's
be
what
able to do
Chop's
it
gonna
on his next turn. Tashi's next turn,
Yes.
basically.
Yes. When that happens, see if we can drag these bats down. Okay. I think Kyungbo is just gonna swing on this bat and go to Kyungbo. Nice work, and just golf swing. That's a natural 1.
Oh no! Well, what's your modifier?
6.
Okay. No. That's... All right. You miss.
Hits a railroad tie and
Yeah, and
ow.
there's like a loud, like screeching, metallic clinging that echoes. Okay. Park Ye-jun just tries to like sneak past whatever's going on over here and just back up. Okay, it is the bat's turn. The one that's attacking you, Suhol, is going to bite you. 13.
Let's make it break it. Why does it keep doing make it break it? Right, 5
5
damage.
piercing. Yes. Yum yum.
Yep. Oh, it takes my temporary hit points, so that's 2.
Okay.
Okay, 2. There we
We
go.
could use the cunning words though, right? If we want to.
It will be at the end of the
Oh.
giant bat's turn. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Just if we want to, because
Mhm.
that could be good to have those temp hit points
Mm-hmm.
for the immune to fear.
Okay.
But anyways.
So number 2 is going to attack Kyungbo.
Oh.
Dirty 20.
Oh, yep, that's
4
gonna do
piercing
it.
damage.
All right.
And then you see this bat here actually moves down and is going to try to attack Kyungbo as well. Kyungbo, you get an attack of opportunity if you like. It has to be melee.
Okay.
Bonk it.
Bonk.
Bonk it.
Another natural 1.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask for my money back.
Bites. That's a 21 at Kyungbo.
Yeah,
You
that's-
take 5 piercing damage.
All right.
Nyang. Okay. Oh, man. Over here. Oh, jeez. Oh, my God. All right. So the giant bat is going to try to flail around again. This is a disadvantage. I need you to beat an 8, Tashi.
Okay. Let's see. Acrobatics. It's 22.
Easy.
Hey.
Okay. So this other bat rolled a natural 20. I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is gonna trigger a tug of war between Chop and this bat here.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So I need Chop to roll me strength, just straight up strength. You have to beat a 17.
Hey, come on, Job. Come on. It's the most
You got
important
this.
role you've ever done. to 3 plus 2, a 5.
Okay, so what happens here is the bat begins to fly this way. It pulls the rope tightly, so you see Tashi going this way, and then Chop Chop gets thrown onto
Oh.
this here. So this is what that looks like now.
Water skiing.
Oh my god, so goofy. Okay, it is the end of the giant bat's turn. Does anyone want to use a Valiant action?
You're
Do
doing
you
more
want one,
songs?
Suho? Or we could do another song. Good song.
We don't have enough for a song yet.
Yeah, not yet, but we could save it up.
Okay, we'll save it up. All right, Kangbu, it is
Yep.
now your turn.
Okay. Is there room to be on this square?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
I'll just move within range of Bat 3 again, and then shoot out another Chill Touch. He's very stubborn.
Okay, let's do it.
Come on. Oh.
11. That is going to be a miss.
Not a 1.
Not a 1.
Um,
Not a
that's so
1.
true.
Just
Anything else
checking
for
my
you?
bonus actions. Now I'll save him. That'll be my turn.
Okay. You get 2 Valiant actions now. Tashi, it is
Cool.
your turn.
So the situation is there's the bat that I'm on. There's the bat that is behind us. They're not pulled very taut. Chop Chop is pulling the end of the rope down the railroad.
Yeah, right now Chop Chop's kind of being thrown about. In
my
fact,
God.
Chop Chop takes 8 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, why
Oh,
would you do?
no.
Okay, why would you do that?
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's like actions have
The bat that I'm on
consequences.
is responsible for that.
Inadvertently. It's definitely, if you had to put responsibility, it's the one that's doing the pulling, which is the other one here.
Okay, I'm going to take one hand still gripping onto the rope for steadiness, the other raising the rapier up and plunging it into the back of this bat as well to just make it fight less.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
All right. Ha.
22 is a hit.
Nice.
Sweet. And damage is 12 damage.
So you
12
kill it, and it begins to immediately start falling. As you pierce the rapier through, you hit a vital organ, and you can hear the death throes of
Oh,
this
shit.
creature. I will say that in the same movement, if you want to jump onto the tracks, you can definitely do that, because it's going to fall into the water.
I'd like to try, yeah.
Yeah. You can just jump off pretty easily.
All right.
You do see that as this body begins to fall into the water, there's a big splash. It begins to drag this bat down into the water as well. And Chop Chop is getting dragged towards the water as well.
I call it Chop Chop, let go.
For our
Yes.
listeners, Brandon just stuck his tongue out, indicating that Chop Chop, let's go. Okay. Fantastic. Chop Chop, let's go. And you hear the whistling of the rope as it essentially is let go and used instead to drag this one down into the water. And you see them both essentially disappear into the water, which is actually very, very deep. You do have extra movement if you want, Tashi.
She's going to just stay there on her knees and catch her breath because that was so much.
Suho, it is your turn.
All right, so we gotta go back to having fun, mouth to mouth. 17.
We're drowning
That's a
people on
hit.
the other side. You're doing mouth to mouth on this side. Yep, the duality.
Roll me some damage.
Ooh, 5.
5. Crunchy. All right. Which
Yeah.
effect do you want?
I'm healing myself this time because I took 5 damage.
Okay. As you take another
Max.
bite, you see Park Ye-jun is just kind of like watching from behind, just bewildered at what is going on here.
Oh yeah, it's getting gnarly over here. Yeah, I'm tearing into it.
The question marks are so good.
Thank you.
Uh,
Kyungbo, it is your turn.
Okay. I think Chop is going to dap up Tashi quick for a job well done. And then they're going to I don't think that's an action. Maybe that's a bonus action for Chop.
Nah,
And then Chop's
dapping up is a free action in our
Okay,
game.
wow. What a incredible DM.
Thank you.
You are, Stella. So nice. Chop is going to leap at what was it? Number 3. And constrict. Use her constrict.
Ooh, okay.
All right. Let's see. Was it +5 to hit? Oh, a 5 + 5. Gonna miss.
Okay, what happens is Chop leaps up to try to constrict, falls into the water.
Belly flop.
Yeah, it's a miss.
Okay. It's one of those I don't know. What, they have like the competitive belly flopping where people try to like do the best belly flop. Chop.
That sounds so painful.
It's very odd. But okay. Well, Kyungbo's gonna swing at number 2 then.
Okay.
Okay, come on. Roll.
You got this.
9 + 6, 15.
That's a hit.
It's gonna hit. And that's gonna be 11 points of damage.
You swing your pamagi and you all see the bat take it, hit the back wall, and splash as it falls into the water.
Kyungbo looks at Kangbu and says, man, I feel like we gotta work on your hitting right now. It doesn't seem to be working very well, but I think you can get this last one.
You make it look easy.
Well, I do the hitting for a living.
Okay. Next in the turn order, Park Ye-jun continues to look bewildered. Okay. It is now the giant bat's turn. I'm going to try to bite you. 13. Amazing.
Another.
5 piercing damage. Undoing the healing that you just took. Yo, it is getting just so up
5.
close and personal over there.
Which one is it? Is it 5 or 6?
It's 5. Sorry,
Oh, it's
I
5.
double clicked.
I see it.
Yeah.
No, you're fine.
Yeah.
Goodness
So
gracious.
everyone sees this giant bat and Suho. They both have a bunch of bite marks. They're bleeding a little bit. And as they're like kind of doing this dance, like I imagine like it hasn't been very static. Like the two of you are kind of like dancing around each other and stuff like that,
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll
Do
say
they
that
both like it?
Oh, I like it.
We'll move on over here to number 3, who is surrounded. It's going to go for Kingbu. A 9.
Nice.
Kind of goes up into the air, dives down, and just bounces off of your quarterstaff here, unable to get a good bite. That is the end of their turn. You are able to use Valiant actions if you want. I think we wanted to save it. Okay, Kangbu, it's your turn.
So I don't think Kangbu is familiar with the concept of dapping up. So believing it to be a like visual display of combat techniques from Kyungbo, he will have him in a mirror image and the other pair of mirror images dap up each other, and then
That's a free action.
attempt a chill touch.
Oh my god, how many natural ones have you rolled?
I think that's 4,
That's-
including
oh my
the reaction.
God.
Lordy.
He'll turn to Kyungbo. You're a poor teacher.
I look, Chop Chop kind of knows more. I don't really know what your mirror images just did. I'll be honest.
Oh, is this not a lesson?
I don't look. I just am really unfamiliar with all of the things that are happening to you right now. It seems like you might be cursed.
I agree. That's his turn.
Okay. Awesome. Valiant action. We have 3 now. So at the end of the giant bat's turn, Park Yejun can do something. Tashi, you are on the rail back here and you were catching your breath. What would you like to do?
Oh my god. Okay. All right. How does the bat that's closer to me look right now?
The one that is closest to you is the one that Kangbu just missed with the touch. It looks like it's in perfect health.
Ooh. I'll try to shoot at it with my short bow.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack, please.
Oh, she's not in the business of moving much right now. Oh, that's a 16 to hit.
That's a hit.
Nice.
Sweet. And this is a 7 damage.
So that is going to also trigger the sneak attack because your friends are next to it. So that is
Ah, sweet.
16
Nice.
damage. Okay, you pull back on your bow and you let go. This arrow cuts through the air and it slams directly into the chest of it, and you hear this awful wheezing sound as it pierces one of its lungs. It is a devastating strike.
Ooh. I think, yeah, I think I'll just take cutting action to ready my next attack.
Okay.
That's all I can really do right now.
Nice.
Suho, it is your turn.
Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna bite.
Come on.
Oh my
It's
god.
a miss.
Oh no.
23. haha. Ah. I guess I'm
so
getting, yeah.
sorry.
Suo's getting annoyed at the comments by June.
Yeah, like you're just like kind of dancing around each other,
Mhm.
missing. All right, Kyungbo, it is your turn.
Man, if it wasn't for Kay rolling terribly, we'd be commenting about how bad Suo is doing.
You'd
over
have an
there, but-
audience.
Trying to bite a flying thing. I mean, you know, come on.
Okay.
It's the size of a
Jo-
horse, and it moves really fast. It's really strong. It could literally carry like a heavy humanoid person on its back. So it's not a small thing.
It's not easy. It's not easy to bite a bat. Okay. Chop Chop's gonna try to constrict this bat again. It's gonna leap
Okay.
out of the water and try to pull it down.
All right.
That's a 3 on the dice, so disregard.
All right. Chop kind of like lunges and lands on the other side here.
Yeah. Okay. A beautiful dolphin in this murky swamp water. Kyungbo's gonna Bangwangi swing. Oh, a 19 on the dice.
Roll some damage.
Gonna hit. All right. Come on. Come on. Ooh. Okay. 2 and a 6. That's 8 plus 4. That's gonna be 12 bludgeoning damage.
I like to imagine that you hit it right where that arrow struck, and it just pushes the entire
Ooh,
thing
yes.
through its spine. You hear a sickening crunch, and then it falls into the water with a splash.
Chop jumps over it beautifully like a dolphin in one of those bad marine shows that we shouldn't watch.
Okay. Did you
That's
want to
good.
move at all?
Kyungbo will call over to Suho, be like, Suho, you need some help or you got it?
You just hear him jaw snapping. And is he moving around as fast as the bat? Doesn't answer.
Yeah, Kyungbo's gonna be like, all right, I'm coming, and we'll stay there, seeing if Suho can take him down.
Okay. Park Yejun's turn. He just has more questions than he has answers right now. It is the giant bat's turn. It's going to try to bite Suho. It misses.
Nice.
At the end of its turn, would you like to have Park Ye-jun play a song?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Now, the points don't stack, correct?
They do not stack. Who lost their points? It was
Replaced.
Suho,
They
right?
replaced, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I think they still replaced.
They do replace for sure. So Park Ye-jun is going to play the song. He's going to choose himself. I think it was Suho that lost their temporary hit points, and then give some to Tashi. So essentially,
Kyungbo lost as well.
oh, okay. So he's
I
not going
got
to do
hit.
himself. So he's going to do Kyungbo, Tashi, and Suho. So everyone's going to have temporary hit points here. As he plays this song, Tashi, can I get an insight check from you at advantage?
Dear. All
Roll a
right.
6.
Come
Roll a
on,
6.
6. Let's go.
Let's
If I
go.
roll a 1, it'll be a 6.
Come on.
It was a 7.
It's super sad. It's so sad. It's such a sad song. A little tear might form in your eye. But unfortunately,
Ugh.
difficult to tell anything more than that. All right, so that is going to set the valiant actions to 0. That's the end of the bat's turn. Kangbu, you're up.
I think Kangbu will, in frustration, shoot a chill touch at the direction of the dead bat.
I love it. Just like, psha, into the water. I love it. Okay.
That's his turn.
Tashi, it is your turn.
Tashi sees a Kengu do this and says, I do that with fruit flies, I get it. Tashi's going to move on closer, and from about here, she's going to take another shot at the dire bat with her short bow.
Okay. 17 is a
17 to hit?
hit. Yeah, roll some damage.
And it is a 6, and would the sneak attack apply because I ready action last turn?
So the sneak attack will apply, like, yes, but also because Suho is next to it. If you have an ally that's within 5 feet of your target, the sneak attack will trigger. So this is 12
cool.
damage. Tell me what this looks like
Um,
as you take out the bat.
I think in this last little while, I'm realizing that Suho really wants to bite this thing, and as I call out, you have to get on its back and let go of the arrow, and watch it plummet to the floor. I say, well, have at it now.
And with
Yeah, I
that,
didn't want it that bad. I guess when she says that, get on his back, it'd be like, you know, and the face will turn back into humanoid form. And then I'll turn back and the bat is on the floor. I'll just shrug. I didn't want to eat it.
there is a resounding silence as the bat falls. You hear the echoing of the last few words that you spare with your companions. Park Ye-jun, quite confused but unscathed, begins to move up and says, hopefully this didn't alert anyone. We did make quite a bit of noise, but I kept an eye out. It doesn't seem that we are followed, and the path continues ahead. Where do you want to go next?
Can Jab try to nuzzle into Park Ye-jun and see how quickly he jumps out of the way?
Oh, immediately. Just wide berth. Like, Jop comes up and just, like, 10-foot distance. Oh, a bit
Hey,
over-friendly
Jop.
here.
Jab, you're dirty. Come over here.
Tashi lays a very heavy but unmoving hand on the top of Jop's head and is like, good job back there. Thank you.
Chop licks their lips and just gets a bunch of this like gross sewer cave water, and then just begins to lick themselves clean.
Okay. You all look ahead and you can see that the pathway ends with a door. As the group begins to approach this door, there is a tremor that reverberates through the floor from the direction of the door. You can see that there are long, smooth strands of copper inscribed with curious runes and glyphs, almost too small for the eye to see, that stretch out from a metal doorway that is installed into this stone wall. It is heavy, it is reinforced, and between the cracks of the metal door, there is a deep red aura exuding malice, seeping out. A miasma electrifies the air around here. And you can see that there is a small, flat symbol of an eye bearing down on all of you next to the door. Well, if we need to catch our breath, I suppose this is a good spot as any. I don't think this door will be opening anytime soon. And, at least we can see quite far out if anything is coming our way.
Yeah. Jap Jap's already like curled in a corner, like trying to get themselves clean. And you can see that Kyungbo has like a few chunks of their wooden form missing. And is like already sitting next to Jap Jap and goes, yeah, I think that could be a good idea. From what Min Jun was saying, it seems like there's something really bad further. So I think we should be ready for that.
I can keep an eye out. Maybe alert everyone if anything comes our way. I'll hang out over by the teleportation circle, see maybe if I can study it. I am fortunate that I didn't get caught up in that kerfuffle, so I have energy to spare.
It's crazy. It seemed like you were really trying to avoid the kerfuffle while we were trying to take it down. You did a really good job of avoiding. Yes, you did. The songs were incredible.
Thank you. He bows from the hips. Right. Well, if you need anything, just call my name. And you see that he'll essentially head a little bit further back, giving you some privacy, but also just to keep an eye out, just in case anything comes from behind. So, this is a great spot to take a short rest if you would like.
Sounds good.
Oops. Lord. There we go. Yeah, if we're gonna take a short rest, then normally I would be away from everyone and kind of just doing my own thing, but this time I pull out Tegum again and we'll perform a song of rest. And with this, you get with your hit dice that you get for the short rest, whoever can hear my performance will regain hit points at the end of the short rest by spending one or more hit dice. Each of those creatures regains an extra 1d6 hit points, so you should be able to heal up pretty well.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Yeah, if anyone's missing any hit points, you can spend your hit dice here. If there is anything that you'd like to do during this rest as well, you can. I will say that this is probably not a great place to have a long rest.
Right.
What do you mean? It looks so homely.
Yeah, just, chilling out by the red light. No big deal.
I think as Suho is playing their song, I think the group finds Kyungbo with Jop Jop in the corner. Jop Jop has cleaned themselves, and Kyungbo is with that black ink is near that symbol of the bat with the eye crossed out. You see that Kyungbo is also drawing what looks to be like a little rope. um, Drawing like and then drawing like a little like image of Suho like trying to bite the bat as well, and they're just working on this little drawing as they rest.
I imagine there's an alternate universe where Kyungbo becomes like a superior monster hunter, and like your monster hunter manual is just written on the side of Chop Chop, inspired by all your adventures.
Yes, I would love to see it.
Excellent.
How deep is the water?
The water, go ahead and roll me a nature check. It's pretty deep.
Okey-dokies. Kengbu's looking for fish.
Okay.
17.
With a 17, you can tell there are fish here. From the quality of the water, it seems that there is some kind of runoff in it. You probably don't want to eat this fish.
Okay.
Washi lifts her head up from being like splayed out on the floor from exhaustion and just says, Kangbu, we're not eating the bats, and then plops her head back down.
Kangbu mumbles to himself, but I have this rod. He will instead take various stances to test effectiveness and shoot out choke touches over the bridge or tracks.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, like, to kind of give a little bit more on the water, there's a pretty evident contamination to it. You see that there are these whorls of discolored, foggy quality in the water. Maybe some kind of poison or some kind of chemical. And it's quite clear that the mines here are responsible for it. You remember the various things that have been affecting the wildlife around here. You remember how it affected the swamp, affected the boars. Whatever's happening deeper in the mines, this is where it's coming from. Kangbu, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
11.
You swear you see a small black fish with a red eye for a split second in the water before it just disappears into the shadows below.
He spends the rest of the short rest fixated on the water, looking for another sign.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me a 1d20.
5.
Unfortunately, you are not lucky. There is no second sighting. Is there anything else that anyone wants to do? Actually, go ahead and roll me your... Do you have fishing tools? Roll your cooking utensils for me.
Okay. What attribute?
Dexterity.
13.
Okay. You make some decent progress on improving your fishing stance. Feel like, you do 100 reps of these a day, you might be on the track to something.
Yeah, that's my push-ups.
Yeah, just throwing out
Fishing
the
squats.
reel.
Yeah.
Amazing. Sorry, does anyone else want to do anything? Okay. So, as the rest progresses and you are here by the door, you realize with time that you spend here that there's something incredibly wrong with this door. Can I get wisdom saves from everyone?
Good old juicy 7.
19.
Ooh, okay. Kyungbo, you are
Hello.
unaffected.
Nice.
We got an 8 for Dashi.
I forgot I have the golden turtle, so 12.
Oh yeah. Okay. So 12. Okay, you save. You barely save Kangbu.
Oh, that turtle.
Yeah,
Touch
the
turtle.
turtle. At some point, as you're doing this, like you drop the turtle, you forgot that you had it. You pick it up. You know give it a good shine, and then you're fine. But for Suho and for Tashi, you begin to experience visions. You see these quick flashes of traumatic events that must have transpired within the facility. There is some kind of dark magic
Thank God, I thought you were
influencing
going
you.
to say in my life.
no.
Sorry. Go on.
No. That's if you crit failed, right? No. You're fine. You see visions of human-sized glass containers built inside of the chambers ahead of you. You see that between bubbles, there are humanoids undergoing various degrees of transformation. In fact, I have a little picture for you. This is what it looks like.
Ew.
Oh dear.
Okay.
You see that you hear curse-filled wailings of victims inside of these chambers, and there's an overwhelming feeling of spiritual corruption. The two of you take 1 psychic damage here.
Temporary hit points still cover psychic damage,
Buffers it,
right?
right?
Yeah. So you have
Okay.
two temporary hit points. You feel this overwhelming sense, and it stops you from whatever you're doing in the moment, but slowly it begins to fade, and it leaves a nasty taste in the back of your throat.
I think while they're kind of resting and having these visions, and Gangbu's working on his fishing, I think Kyungbo will just whisper to Gangbu and say, hey Gangbu? Oh, I don't want to interrupt. You seem like you're doing something important. If you're doing something important, I can talk to you later.
It's okay.
Oh,
He rises
okay.
up from a fishing squat.
Wow, good fishing squat. Listen, I think Tashi, I don't, I think Tashi's been mad at me for a little bit of time.
What makes you say that?
Well, I feel like she's been kind of avoiding me, and she hasn't been looking me in the eye when she's talked to me, and so I don't know if I did something wrong.
I don't think you did anything wrong. Would you like me to pry a little and
Oh
report
no,
back, or
no, I just, I've spent a lot of my life watching people interact and come and go, and relationships, but I haven't had many myself, and I know I haven't been with the group as long as everyone else has been together, but I really care about everyone here.
well, if it helps, though I haven't known Tashi as long as Suho, in my experience, if she's angry or upset with someone, they'll know it. So I don't think it's that.
Why would somebody not look at you when they talk then?
Perhaps embarrassment or feeling awkward, I would imagine.
She doesn't do it with any of you, so I guess I don't know what she would feel embarrassed about.
Perhaps.
As this conversation is happening, because it's such a small space we're in, Tashi is like splayed out on the floor, face down now, just like had the vision and is awake and conscious, hears this, and if Suho or anybody nearby were to perceive it, they'd notice the tiniest tear collect the corner of her eye. She pretends to be asleep still.
Perhaps it was your explosive sacrifice that she finds guilt in. I know I often wonder if I could have done something better to protect you.
Well, I think you did everything you could do. And I think Tashi did everything she could do. I think Suho did everything he could do. And I did everything I could do.
I think so too.
Well, I don't want her to feel like she did anything wrong.
Tashi, hearing
Sure.
this, grips at the dirt, stands up a bit, their forehead in the ground, and marches over to you and jabs a finger at your chest as she looks up and she says, I nearly got you killed.
Sorry.
Why aren't you upset with me?
I don't want you to yell at me.
Sorry. You should be the one yelling at me. For God's sake. I saw how much that cannon hurt your flesh, your body. I saw how it burned away at you, and I had to get rid of it. And I wasn't thinking, and I tried to motion to the others to help, but you were out cold for days.
I'm sorry I didn't. I'm sorry I wasn't strong enough. I don't.
Fuck, no, I'm sorry. You might not have woken up. I'm so sorry. I almost let it happen again. And I don't know how you'll forgive me, and I don't know why you're not upset with me. I don't know how you're just happy-go-lucky all the time, seeing the best in everyone. It's fucking exhausting. You won't so much as grimace at me. I deserve so much worse.
I don't think you deserve worse. I don't think you deserve bad. I know you didn't try to do it. And I'm still here. And I'm here with you, and I just don't want to see you hurt because you hurt me.
It just feels like I can't break this loop of every time I care about someone, I take things too far, and trying to do my best, I hurt them.
Well, if I've ever learned anything about people, it's that sometimes they can hold on to more than they need to. And that sometimes the past doesn't define who we are and the things we can do moving forward. And so I don't know everything that happened to you before I met you, but I don't think you've done anything wrong since I've been with the group. And I know you're not going to do anything wrong moving forward. I think Kyungbo looks around at everyone and says, I just love you all a lot. And I've been alone in this world for some time. Most of my time. And I've never had family. And I'm not saying that we're family, but if I have to get hurt to make sure that you guys are okay, I'll do that again. Because
Might
I
as
know
well
that
already be family with how much we hurt each other.
I think Kyungbo kind of feels that charred spots on their abdomen, absentmindedly touches that. And I think with like a seriousness that even this conversation anyone has seen, looks at you, Tashi, and goes, you didn't hurt me. You helped us. And I think you need to get over that. I'm okay. And I think that you need to learn not to be so hard on yourself. Just because we make mistakes doesn't mean that that's everything we are.
You really believe that, don't you?
Yeah, I think I do.
Oh, oh, you're aggravating. Oh my goodness. She says that with a smile. You know she doesn't mean it in a bad way. And she says, I'm sorry for putting you in harm's way.
I accept your apology.
Sorry for getting you nearly blown to pieces. I'll try to look out for you better in the future. But for now, this is something I have to work through. And are we good? She holds out a hand very shortly out of her cloak.
I think as you're holding it out, Kyungbo crushes your hand as he goes in for a hug and holds you really tightly. And then after a second of that, he opens his arm for Kangbu to join and then looks over at Suho and opens his arm as well.
I will kind of feel back at the fact that this is happening, but then I'll catch Tashi's face. Is Tashi crying or showing emotion?
Oh, very much so. She's
Oh.
very bad at hiding
I'll
this.
just say, And with that breath, black smoke will come out and into the room and blot out the light for a second, and you'll see this big monstrous form of a giant nine-tailed fox. As it'll walk over. It's huge. It's the size of pretty much all three of you. And in the fashion that Suho does with the boss, he will cradle you all in his side and lay down next to you. The big old fur ball. Finally accepting the fact that he can be himself around you three. But then he takes a look back at Yejun, and then kind of chomps his teeth and wraps around the other three, and puts his head on his paws.
What does King Boo do?
Yeah, Kangbu is joining in the group hug at hip to knee height, depending on the party member. Yeah.
I think that's
Tashi's-
perfect.
Oh,
Yeah, go
Tashi
ahead.
laughs a little through tears and says, "You're all so corny. I hate it here."
You hear a low growl.
I think that's a perfect place to end today's session. Oh my god, that
Ew.
was so good. Whew. Wow. I want to say thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you so much, everyone over on YouTube that's watching us in the future. And thank you so much to our sponsor, Nine Heavens Press, for making this series possible. If you are joining us here during the live stream, make sure you use !enter. We are going to close out the giveaway at the end of the stream very soon here, so this is a last call. But before we head out for the evening, I would love to give everyone a chance to tell you who they are, where they can find you, and what their favorite part of today's session was. And we'll start off with Technique.
Hi, I'm Frank, or Technique, and I played Gumiho Suho, the big gnarly beastie boy. You can find me on twitch.tv/technique. My favorite part of the session was definitely the ending. I mean, how can you not? I think I always like when stories come full circle. When, you know, a cast or a director or a GM knows how to create these instances that happen, and then they circle back around and they have meaning to the story and they build on something instead of just having like a bunch of different sections just constantly build on each other. It's pretty nice seeing that Tashi finally has some kind of resolve with the hurting people, seeing that it damaged her past with her partner, and Kimbo just understanding with like finally. I don't think they're dumb or nothing like that, but it's just like, you know, trying to understand other humanoids versions of like emotions and stuff, and then trying to seek out an answer why they were not being looked at like everyone else. And I let that piece resonate with Suho quietly, and Gimbu, you know, understanding that as well, and then having Suho finally like transform into that form that he was been hiding from everyone and embracing it and embracing everyone. It was kind of like a full circle, so it was like really, really nice to see. That's it. That'd be me.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
We'll pop on over to Kay.
Hi guys, I'm Kay, or Replay K. You can find me at Replay K on Twitch and Blue Sky. Tonight I had the pleasure of playing Kangbu, the Dwarf Warlock. My favorite moment was probably the bite off. I really like the imagery of a bite of a bat missing a bite, and then Suho just like in reaction. I don't know, I thought that was very fun. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you very much. We'll pop on over to Brandon.
Hello everyone. I am Brandon R. Kim. You can find me at that on the social medias. I played Kyungbo today, the Jongsung tactician. Me and my pal Jop Jop. Yeah, I think that tonight I think there's been a lot of, I guess, like dancing around the fact that we are a team. And I felt like going into our last 2 episodes, it really felt like that we are coming together the way that, I don't know, we're supposed to. So it was fantastic. Been just such a joy to play with all you guys, and I can't wait to see 2 more episodes of where this story's gonna take us.
All I'm gonna say is shit is gonna escalate so quickly. So definitely come tune in. It's going to be a wild ride.
All right, bring your diapers.
Pass it on over to Faria.
Hi, I'm Fariha. We're supposed to talk about ourselves, right? I'm so deep in the sauce. I'm a variety content creator. I do storytelling and all sorts of content, from sports and fitness to music and to crafting cosplay. But my gosh, today was such a pleasure. It is a culmination of so many, oh my gosh, so many different through lines that we've been discussing since the very first session 0 that we had. And I think today was like a peak of a moment that I had when that cannon went off in the basement, the fight with Lord Juan, that kind of connected player character as well as like the player, like myself, because I've realized as I shot grease into a cannon backwards and made it explode, of like, oh god, I just did that in front of the wood boy. and feeling that like that immediate shock and like revelation and like guilt after the arrow had already fired, and linking that in with the character who had that same kind of trauma of being a little too careless and reckless and taking the life of someone they really loved. And I thought it would be really cool to play on that and like be avoidant and to try to not have this conversation. And I frankly didn't even think that confrontation was going to happen this episode, but when I was passed out in the sand and you were having that discussion so openly, I was like, Tashi would be so mad to be hearing this and to not chime in with like, why aren't you mad? Why aren't you mad at me, right?
Rolling up sleeves. All right, we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, but even like throughout the episode of having like Jop reach out and trying to collaborate and trying to like pull me out and back in and like get me to look at you, it was so good.
My favorite part was the bat stuff. Like, as a GM, you know, I'm like, all right, you know, you're gonna probably hit the thing, and Tashi being like, yeah, I'm gonna jump up on it. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool, you're gonna ride it. You're probably gonna like stab it in the back repeatedly and then rinse and repeat. No, gonna like set up a whole rope thing and then basically like connect all of them together. That was fantastic. I absolutely love every opportunity I can get to be part of a combat where it's like, I have no idea what you're gonna do here. So it made my brain tingle in all the best ways. So thank you so much for that pleasure. Yeah. Unfortunately, like because of the timing of our game here, and just for any notes, if people watching this want to run their own campaign of Undying Corruption, there are things that were taken out just to make things a little more expedited, especially because we have a limited series. And I thought about taking out this bat encounter because I was like, you know, they're just bats. You don't really get any lore out of it.
But you didn't.
I'm really glad I didn't because I think we got to see a lot of really special moments come out of it. Yeah, and I
And
think
that ones were very special.
Yeah, that was something
Crazy.
else, Kay. Oh my
I can roll
god.
those any fight. I can roll,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're just getting them out of the way now because next time it's the penultimate episode and then we have the finale and you don't want
What a
any
transition.
ones there, right? Boom.
Yeah, it's tactical.
See, Kay is just 5 steps ahead of us. We're just catching up. We'll be back soon. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to check out the Black Market Guide to Immortality. It's coming out soon. Make sure you follow all of that for updates. And we'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.